The Helderberg disaster. A routine flight turns deadly. South African Airways Flight 295, also called the Helderberg, departed from Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport in Taiwan on November 28, 1987, bound for Johannesburg in South Africa. The Boeing 747 was scheduled to make a refueling stop in Mauritius. A distressing call. As the Helderberg traversed the vast Indian Ocean, a routine radio check-in turned into a desperate plea for help. The flight crew reported a serious smoke problem to Mauritius ATC and initiated an emergency descent. However, communication with the aircraft was abruptly lost, leaving air traffic controllers and search and rescue teams in a state of uncertainty. A grim discovery was made. A massive search and rescue operation was launched, but days passed without any significant leads. Eventually, debris and human remains were recovered from the ocean, confirming the tragic fate of the Helderberg and its passengers. The investigation into the disaster focused on the cargo hold, as it was believed to be the source of the fire. The scene was chaotic, with investigators meticulously combing through the wreckage, trying to piece together the events that led to the catastrophe. The damaged cargo hold was a grim testament to the intensity of the blaze that had consumed the aircraft. While the official cargo manifest listed medical equipment, textiles and sports gear, the investigators were not convinced. They scrutinized every detail, flipping through the pages of the manifest. The list included various items that seemed innocuous at first glance, but something didn't add up. The sheer volume and the way the cargo was packed raised eyebrows. The boxes labeled as medical supplies seemed out of place, and the loading of sports gear and textiles appeared almost too convenient. Suspicions arose about a hidden cargo. The investigators began to theorize that the cargo hold might have been used to smuggle something far more dangerous. Hidden compartments and suspicious loading activities hinted at a clandestine operation. Some theories suggested that the aircraft was carrying weapons or sensitive technology. The nature of these items could have easily sparked a fire, if not handled properly. The possibility of military-grade equipment being on board added a new layer of complexity to the investigation. Potentially linked to South Africa's apartheid regime and its involvement in the South African border war, the cargo could have been part of a covert operation. During this disorderly period, the South African government was known for its secretive and controversial military activities. The regional conflicts in Africa provided a backdrop for numerous clandestine operations, and this flight might have been one of them. The investigators had to consider the geopolitical implications and the possibility that the cargo was meant for a conflict zone. The mystery deepened as they delved further into the connections between the cargo and the broader political landscape of the time. The search for the black boxes. The flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder became a critical part of the investigation. These devices, designed to withstand extreme conditions, were equipped with underwater locator beacons that emitted signals for 30 days. A specialized salvage team was dispatched to the Indian Ocean, but time was of the essence. A dark secret. The recovered cockpit voice recorder provided a chilling glimpse into the final moments of the flight. The voices of the pilots, filled with tension and urgency, painted a harrowing picture of the unfolding disaster. Every beep, every alarm, and every desperate call for help was captured, revealing the sheer chaos and panic that gripped the cockpit. The investigators listened intently, piecing together the sequence of events that led to the tragedy. The crew was alerted to a fire in the cargo hold and took desperate measures to contain it. The fire alarm blared, and the pilots immediately sprang into action, following emergency protocols. They communicated with the cabin crew, instructing them to prepare for a possible evacuation. The crew, armed with fire extinguishers, bravely fought the flames, but the fire was relentless. It spread rapidly, fueled by the cargo, and soon became uncontrollable. However, the fire quickly spread, filling the cabin with toxic smoke. Passengers began to cough and choke, their vision obscured by the thick, acrid smoke. Panic set in as the oxygen masks deployed and the cabin crew tried to maintain order. The situation grew dire, with visibility dropping to near zero and the temperature rising. The passengers' fear was able to be felt, and the crew's efforts to calm the passengers were in vain. The crew's attempts to evacuate the passengers were futile as the plane disintegrated mid-air. The structural integrity of the aircraft was compromised by the intense heat and flames. In a matter of moments, the plane broke apart, scattering debris across the sky. The tragedy left a lasting impact on aviation safety, prompting changes to prevent such a disaster from happening again. A legacy of safety. The Helderberg disaster had a profound impact on the aviation industry. The incident not only claimed the lives of all 159 passengers and crew on board, but also sent shockwaves throughout the global aviation community. The aftermath of the disaster led to intense scrutiny and a re-evaluation of existing safety protocols. It exposed serious flaws in cargo safety regulations, particularly regarding fire suppression systems in cargo holds. Investigations revealed that the fire suppression systems in place were inadequate to handle the type of fire that likely caused the crash. This revelation prompted aviation authorities worldwide to take immediate action. New standards were developed, mandating more robust fire detection and suppression systems in cargo areas. These changes aimed to ensure that such a catastrophe would never happen again. As a result, stricter regulations were implemented to prevent similar tragedies. The International Civil Aviation Organization and other regulatory bodies introduced comprehensive guidelines to enhance cargo safety. Airlines were required to upgrade their fleets with advanced fire suppression technology and conduct regular safety compliance checks. These measures significantly improved the overall safety of air travel, restoring public confidence in the aviation industry. The mystery surrounding the Helderberg's cargo and the potential involvement of government agencies in illicit activities continues to intrigue and fascinate. Speculations about the nature of the cargo and possible cover-ups have fueled numerous investigations and documentaries. Journalists and researchers have tirelessly worked to uncover the truth, delving into classified documents and interviewing key witnesses. The ongoing quest for answers highlights the complexities and challenges of ensuring transparency in aviation. This disaster serves as a stark reminder of the importance of aviation safety and the need for transparency and accountability. Memorials and tributes to the victims of the Helderberg disaster are held annually, honoring their memory and reinforcing the commitment to safety. Aviation safety awareness events continue to educate the public and industry professionals about the critical importance of adhering to safety regulations. The legacy of the Helderberg disaster lives on, driving continuous improvements in aviation safety standards and practices. Please subscribe to my channel and thank you for watching the video till the end. Bye.